In this single year alone, at the beginning of the year, Thailand has faced severe droughts, heat waves, and wildfires in many areas of the country, particularly in the northern part and central part of Thailand. Meanwhile, our beautiful seas are suffering from rising water temperatures, leading to coral bleaching, seagrass loss, and the tragic decline of rare marine species like dugongs. But not long after that crisis, we faced sudden changes. Many provinces in the northern region of Thailand faced heavy rain, severe flooding, and landslides. And as I'm speaking right now, many people in the southern region of Thailand are facing heavy rain, flash floods, and flood into their homes, including people in my province, Patalung province. These extreme weather conditions have caused enormous damage to our people and the Thai economy at a large scale, and they occur repeatedly and becoming more severe every year. As a nation heavily reliant on agriculture and tourism, climate change is a nightmare from which we cannot escape. I would like to share good news that today Thailand has more light and progress in environmental legislation than we have ever seen before. Earlier this year, the House of Representatives passed the Clean Air Act, in principle that is now under the review of the committee. Once enacted, this law will help protect the right of every Thai citizen to breathe clean air. It will help tackle air pollution at its source, both domestically and transboundary haze, and it will ensure public access to air quality data. Another good news is that we currently have at least 5 climate change bills that are being prepared for parliamentary consideration. These bills are proposed by the cabinet, political parties, and also the public. Overall, in this bill, targets for tackling climate change will be set, and the board system will be used to determine policies and management plans to integrate relevant agency actions. Besides, this bill will use measures for reporting greenhouse gas emissions and introduce carbon pricing mechanisms, including carbon taxes and trading systems. Another important mechanism from this bill is the establishment of a climate change fund to facilitate the transition to a low carbon economy and enhance climate adaptation to reduce the impact on our citizens. We have several other laws related to the environment and climate change that are queuing up for the consideration in the House of Representatives. Next, the second role legislative institutions must play in addressing climate change is leading by example. It is essential for legislative bodies to walk the talk. And it is gratified that this year, Thailand's Green Parliament initiatives set a goal of achieving a net zero parliament by 2032. This involves assessing the carbon footprint of parliamentary operations, adopting energy efficient technologies, promoting renewable energy, reducing waste, and offset carbon emission. Next, the third important role of the legislature is aligning the national budget with climate priorities. However, it is a sad truth that Thailand's annual environmental budget has consistently been the lowest, accounting for less than 5% of the total annual budget. Even though environmental crises are a major problem in Thailand, from air pollution, waste, and climate change. Members of the parliaments therefore have an important role in advocating for an increase in the budget to address pressing environmental and climate challenges effectively. Next, the fourth role of legislative institutions in addressing climate change is monitoring and providing recommendations to the government. In 2023, Thailand established the Department of Climate Change and Environmental, or DCCE, under the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, which is the main a key agency in driving Thailand's climate actions. This government has also driven National Greenhouse Gas Reduction Action Plan, or we call NDC, which goals to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030, achieving carbon neutral by 2050 and net zero by 2065. In addition, the government has driven the National Adaptation Plan that focuses on national integration linked to local actions in 6 sectors. I think it is time for the government to make climate change a national agenda. Decentralize resources to empower local communities, which will be an important part that will enable us to fight climate crisis. Role number 5 is championing global cooperation. Climate change knows no borders. I would like to stress that no country can tackle it alone, especially vulnerable developing nations like Thailand. Therefore, we need to find cooperation at the global level. Therefore, we cannot solve this problem with the same old methods anymore. We have to work harder. We have to work together in every sector, including the government, lawmakers, local government, and government executives, private sectors, and civil society. I sincerely hope that this forum on climate change and sustainability will be an important spark leading to action on climate change. And let me also say that our generation is at a crucial point in time to learn and decide what the future holds. We can choose what kind of the world we will leave to our children and our grandchildren. We have to be, and we will be judged by it. So let us act decisively and inclusively for the sake of our people and generations to come. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ